Hello everyone, my name is Steven Peña. This is the video of the subject Didactica y MELEX. I'm going to explain the communicative language teaching in the 5th chapter of the book of our subject.
The focus in communicative language instruction on communicative processes rather than mastery of language forms leads to different roles for learners than those found in a language classrooms. The second language is more traditional. Bren and Candlin describe the role of the learning in CLT in the following terms.
Communicative language teaching, or CLT, is the main subject in this video. We're going to looking for the other signs across the video. We're going to explain the role of the teacher, the role of the learners, and the role of the materials. It's important to pay attention in the description because we're going to explain not only siglas, as well we're going to explain the important to take different techniques and methodologies to apply in the classroom.
The learner's role as a negotiator between himself, the learning process, and the learning object appears and interacts with the role. The group's general negotiator and the class procedure and activities that the group performs. The implication for the learning is that he should contribute as much as he can earn, and thus learning is interdependent.
Who is the learning? The learning, as well known like the apprentice, is everyone that wants to obtain knowledge in a classroom or in their house. You and me are learners, like a boy, a teenager, an old man, or an old woman. It doesn't care. It's important to take account who is the learner because we are going to teach to this person. So focus on it.
Therefore, there is an admission in some CLT narratives that learners present preconceived ideas about what teaching and learning should be like. This provides a package for learning that, with no achieve, can lead to confusion and frustration among learners. Often, there is no text, grammar rules, and no present class arrangements are not standard. Students are expected to interact primarily with each other, rather than with teachers, and correction may be absent or absent, seldom, not often, rarely.
Learning step by step. It's important to take account how people learn in the world. The people learn in the same way, but with a different code. For example, the people learn in the same way English or Spanish, but the people has different steps in that process. For example, the people learn and listening the family environment, and after the people go to the classrooms and can to express that sound in a word in a paper, and the people can write it and speak them, but with the ears.
Several roles are assumed for teachers in the teaching of communicative languages, the importance of which is determined from the point of view of the adopted CLT. Brin and Candlin describe the teacher's role in the following terms. The teacher has two main roles. The first role is to facilitate the communication process between all participants in the classroom and between those participants with different activities and tests. The second role is to act as an independent participant in the learning and teaching team. This last role is closely related and derives from the goals of the first role.
Different teachers. The teachers explain with different ways, but in particular the teachers take a strategy or technique and they apply the strategy with each student because it's important to know that each student learn to different ways and the teachers have to identify what is the mood to apply in that student.
Other roles taken by teachers are needs analyst mentor, and group process manager. CLT teachers are responsible for identifying and meeting the language needs of learners. This can be done informally and personally through face-to-face sessions with students in which teachers address issues such as students' perception of learning styles, learning strengths, and learning self-practice and learning goals. This can be done formally by administering a needs assessment tool. Often this formal assessment contains items that attend to determining an individual linguistic motivations. Based on this needs assessment, teachers must plan group and individual instructions to meet the needs of their learners.
What teacher do you like to be? I would like to be the teacher that is very friendly and social with the students. The teacher that as well is a friend with other teachers, and in every class the teacher bring.
The teacher is responsible for organizing the classroom as a setting for communication activities. Guide classroom practice where in an activity teachers monitor, encourage, and prevent the tendency to provide vocabulary, grammar, and strategic gaps, but note these gaps is response and practice communication later. The emphasis on fluency in communicative language instruction can cause anxiety in teachers accustomed to seeing elimination and correction of errors as a primary pedagogical responsibility and who see it as a primary responsibility.
Classrooms. How should to be the classroom? The classroom has to be a peaceful and comfortable environment because you have to take the ideas to the teacher in that place. The classroom is like our second home, so you have to take a peaceful place. You have to create groups with the other students, and you have to concentrate in that place.
We will look at three types of materials currently used in CLT and name them text-based. However, others look very different from previous language teaching tests. A variety of games, role plays, simulation, and task-based communicative activities have been prepared to support the communicative language instruction. In paired communication documents, there are usually two sets of documents for a pair of students, each containing different types of information. Many advocates of communicative language teaching have advocated the use of authentic real-life materials in the classroom.
Authenticity. Each teacher have to bring to the classroom a way to explain the students one topic that in this moment they don't know, like a brainstorming. In this way, the teacher in every class has different ideas to explain the topic to the students, and the class is not boring in that moment.